All right, so I just got this Thunderstruck push bumper from a police auction off a Dodge Charger. So we're gonna see if it fits a Ford Fusion here. So I'm gonna take the bumper off and put these brackets it came with and see if it fits. And if it does, then we're gonna have the red Fusion's gonna have a push bumper on there. So first of all, I'm gonna take this bumper off and then mount those brackets and then see how it's gonna look. And then take this bumper off and put this bumper back on and then put this bumper on. So that way we don't have to cut anything we don't necessarily need to, because if I don't like it at one point, or somebody doesn't want it on the car or something, I can always take it off and the bumper won't be cut or something. So we'll line this up and then show you guys, and then we'll get to taking the plastic bumper off. So let's line it up real quick. All right, so I'm just gonna have to hold it here because this bumper is really heavy. It's gonna go up about 5 inches, but it does clear the headlights. So this is kind of the rough picture of what it's gonna look like before I mount it up all said and done. So we'll get taking the plastic bumper off and then mount this on. Note of advice: when you take this bumper off, make sure you be very careful right here, because there's a little clip that likes to break, and if you do, then it'll stick out and look weird. Like here, I'll show you real quick what it'll look like. It'll stick out and look like that, and every time you try to push it back in, it won't ever go back in because that clip's broke. So be very, very careful. I use a screwdriver a very small screwdriver to take the bumper off that so it can slide over and not break that clip. But anyway, we'll go back to taking off the bumper. All right, so when you take off the bumper, there'll be just some push-in clips here, 10 millimeter, another 2 push-in clips, and then the bottom, there are 7 millimeters. And then you just kind of pull it off and pull off this side here very, very carefully. Kind of like that. And I'm gonna pause this so I don't break that ending clip and get a screwdriver. You see, even with the screwdriver, that clip kind of got pressed down. So they said you gotta be careful you don't break those. But anyway, we got the bumper mostly off. We just gotta lift up here. And oh, I gotta undo the fog lights, and then we can take it all the way off. So give me just a second to undo the fog lights. And just like that, the bumper's off. So now we'll take this piece of plastic off here. It's just clipped in. Push down those clips so it doesn't break, and then see if we can mount up the push bar brackets and go from there. All right, so when I line this up, this black metal piece here is running into this brace here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbolt it. It also holds up the hood latch. We'll unbolt that and then put this here, and then see if we can clamp it down. And I'll go to the parts car and see if I can find another one of these that is has a little bit different style, because Ford made some different ones. So we'll try that real quick. All right, here I am at the other car, and the hood latch bracket, as you can see, is a little different on this 2010, but it's still going to be in the way because of just how it goes down there, so that's not going to work. But we'll go out to the other Fusions to see if maybe those work, and if that doesn't work, we may have to try something else. So we'll go see what we can find. Well, I don't think it's going to work either, because it doesn't even have one here. When I come over to this other car, it doesn't have one either. I forgot I already took it off, because it would be mounted here, but it's gone, and the old radiator's still on the ground. So I use these cars for miscellaneous parts for my other Fusions. So oh well, we'll have to just use washers or something. That'll be okay. All right, so I got it measured and kind of mapped out where I'm going to drill the holes and then mount these brackets. And then once we mount them, we'll put this on there, make sure and put everything back together. So we're going to drill this out so we can put this bolt in, and to mount that bracket and make sure it works with the bumper. So we'll go ahead and start drilling this out. So we got these all drilled down and mounted, and we got the mounts here. Now I got a new issue. I got to find a place to mount this crash sensor. I already got the bumper over here, On the back side, there's these clips in the grill that I kind of cut so the bumper would fit over it. So we got the bumper to work. So we already put this bumper on to make sure it works. So we're just gonna zip tie this sensor up here or find another spot for it, and then finish putting the plastic bumper on, and then we'll put the push bumper on, and then we'll be done. So let's get this sensor and bumper put on, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we got the bumper cover back on. You can see we got the brackets on. It all snapped into place just barely. It is kind of a tight fit because these are technically 1/2 inch too high, which push up the grill, but if you can wiggle it down, you can get it on there. I tried to get the crash bar absorber piece of plastic back over the crash bar, but it just won't go on. But as you can see, it's okay. It's not like it's loose or anything. So we'll go ahead and put this push bumper on and mount it up. All right, so this is the final product with the bumper on here. You can see it looks a little big, but that's all right. We still got to bolt this bumper down, but more flat. Still clears the lights, which is good. That was my main concern. We'll put the hood down once we get everything tightened and bolted back up and go for a little drive and see how it rides. But yeah, we'll get this bolt down and then go from there. All right, sorry it got dark on me, but here we go. Here's the final product with the bumper all the way on. This is what it looks like from here. You can see we get kind of level with it, but yeah, it just barely clears the headlights, so that's good. You got the bumper all bolted down, got this all down. I might just go for a drive later, but yeah, that's putting a bumper on a 2008 Ford Fusion. So yep, we'll go for a little drive here later and see how it feels. But yeah, there's the bumper on there. Yep, lights are on and everything, it works. I didn't even think about the fog lights. The fog lights are clear too, which is very lucky. But yeah, let me show you what it looks like from the looking through the drivers here. So this is looking through the drivers. This is bright, this is unbright, this is off the fogs. But yeah, look at that. That's, I mean, it looks a little tall, but at least you can see it. I don't know, I think it looks all right. If I put it any lower, then it's gonna be in front of the lights and the radiator, and I mean, it's the same level with the bumper on the bottom. So this is off a Dodge Charger, so if it was I bet the Dodge Charger front end is a little bit taller than a Fusion, but I don't know, it looks all right. So I'll go for a drive here and make sure it fits, or make sure it works, but we'll come back and look at it one more time. All right, here I am driving the car. It doesn't seem to shake that much, so I mean, it's on there solid, but it still looks all right. Better turn my brights off, there's a car coming. But yeah, I'll pull over here in a little bit and shake it and make sure nothing's loose. But I mean, it's on some good brackets, so, but we'll still check everything. But yeah, so far so good. So we'll pull over here and double check and then head back and look at it one more time, and I think I'm happy with it. All right, so the bumper's on there. I mean, it's still pretty tight. So yeah, I'll continue to check it for a while, but yeah, that's how you install a push bumper on a 2008 Ford Fusion when it's not even supposed to have one. I think it looks cool, but yeah. All right, so I want to get one last final video of it in the daylight because I felt like at night it didn't look very good. But yeah, that's what it looks like from the outside, all finished. So it does look a little big, but if you look at a Dodge Charger, which I went and looked at, maybe I'll throw up a picture here. They all look big on the cars. Not as big as what this looks, but definitely does look big, which it clears everything. So I feel pretty happy with it. I like it. So yeah, that's putting a Thunderstruck bumper, push bumper on a 2008 Ford Fusion. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.